future me, delete all this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 134 of the Voluntary Viewing podcast, recorded on March 7th, 2021. How are we doing today?
I am a terrible murderer, as the two of you would have just seen. I would have either failed to commit the homicide in question, or I would have been immediately apprehended if this was real life.
Oh, so terrible as in poor, not terrible as in terrific.
Yeah. No, I think that'd be more of a horrible murderer.
Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah. A terrible murderer is kind of more, they're bad at murdering. A horrible murderer is more like, they're good at murdering.
It's bad.
Yeah.
No, you mean, it's bad. Oh, you mean bad like me? No, not bad as in good. Bad as in bad.
I thought the definition for terrible used to be just extreme, like an extreme, before it had connotations of negativity added to it.
So did awful used to be like...
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
awful
like
too.
Filling someone with awe. It was just something to the extreme.
Yeah. Language.
It evolves. There's a mini trend on Twitter over the weekend that's like, there should be more stories where cowboys and vampires are in stuff together. And like, that's the first vampire story.
I don't know.
Bram Stoker cowboys?
There's a cowboy in Dracula.
There is a cowboy in it.
I guess I've never seen the original Bram Stoker's Dracula.
So, in the book, yeah, it's like, it takes place, Dracula shit's going on in, is it like Transylvania?
Yes, Dracula shit's going on.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Well, but I mean, like, Dracula...
What's some Dracula shit? Give us some examples.
Dracula's in his Dracula country. He's doing his Dracula shit. And then the rest of the story takes place in England.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of halfway through the book, this guy from Texas shows up. He's like, I'm from Texas. I'm a cowboy. I got guns, and I like being American.
Well, no, he's trying to get with Jonathan Harker's girlfriend, whose name is Lisa, I think, because Jonathan's missing. But she's like,
no. He, along with like all the other characters, have the hots for Jonathan's girlfriend's
that's
friend.
Right.
And she gets turned into a vampire. And all the guys that were in love with her were like, let's go beat up this fucking Dracula guy.
How the fuck do you guys know all this?
We read it. We read it in school.
I've read a lot of books once. I don't know all the characters'
This was
names.
memorable. This was memorable. I remember starting reading Dracula. I'm like, this book fucking sucks. I hate this. By the time I got to the end, I'm like, fuck yeah, Bram Stoker knew what he was doing.
Do I need to read this book? I kind of want to read this now. You guys are
I would recommend reading Dracula. It's definitely like a slow starter.
Although,
like, you start reading this book and you're like, why? But shit goes down.
There's some...
Yeah, don't spoil anything. Apparently I'm going to read it.
Yeah, the opening is slow.
Are you about to say it's problematic? I mean,
no,
the book's old,
okay, I haven't read Dracula since becoming like an adult. I don't...
Since being woke.
I haven't cast a critical lens on it in a while, but yeah, the opening is slow, but there's also a kind of like... Especially looking back now, like, there's a building to it. There's ominous shit is going on, and Jonathan Harker has a lot of opportunities to bail, but he just keeps going for it, and it's... No.
Damn. When was the book written?
1880, I think. Not confident in that, though.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, there's a movie in 1992.
1897.
1897.
That's an old book.
Yeah.
That's a wee old book, you lassie. He's Irish. I'm offensive and bad at accents.
On the podcast today, we have the man best known for helping kill Dracula, Andrew the Kid Clark.
Yeah, it's if you think about it, Bram Stoker's Dracula, without any spoilers, it is basically the Expendables of the late 1890s. Just a fucking cast of characters.
Wait, was the Texan, like, was his nickname the Kid?
I don't
No, but he was like a cowboy guy.
Sure. I mean, I thought that, like, maybe Bram Stoker was just ripping off Billy the Kid. Like,
Oh no.
I was like, did you name a character from Texas who, like, loved guns and was a cowboy the Kid? Because that doesn't seem very authentic of him or allowed. Guess maybe laws are different in 1897.
It's fair. Also on the podcast today, we have the guy of broadcast TV, Ryan Holtz.
I ate too many cheese curds. I haven't had cheese curds in 2 years, and my mom sent me cheese curds. Thanks, Mom. I'm sure I'll thank you earlier than you listen to this podcast, but you never know. I'm sure also the reason that I received these cheese curds was because she heard me on the podcast saying that I miss cheese curds. But yeah, man, shit's is good. And when you crave cheese curds, there's not much to fill it other than cheese curds, I've found.
That's fair.
And these aren't some fried state fair bullshit cheese curds.
No.
These are fucking squeaky cheese, baby. These are you stick them in the fridge and just eat them shits. It's great.
Beer-bellied Wisconsinite reached into a vat away with their bare hands, pulled out some of those cheesy nugs, threw them in a bag, and then sent them into the mail to you.
Exactly. Yeah. I grew up like 15 minutes away from Car Valley Cheese and their fucking delectable cheese curds. And it was in the middle of nowhere in Laval, Wisconsin, which is a village of about 600 people. And they've just got a fucking, like, not world-renowned, probably. World-famous for the area cheese plant, cheese factory.
Car Valley.
It's pretty great.
Not a sponsor. If you want to be, hit us up.
We would charge barely anything for Car Valley. I'm friends and family discount Car Valley. You'll
honestly, if you
if you send us some of those nugs, we are going to be singing your praises
all day, every day.
A bag of cheese curds, and I imagine we're
down.
Run Car Valley as a sponsor. Do you think they have some
We're
sort of
be
online
like eating
ordering?
them squeaking into the microphone.
Oh, absolutely.
Car Valley cheese. Just listen to this shit.
Yeah. No, we'll do cheese curd ASMR
In a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Do you think they have some sort of online like shipping apparatus, like where it's actually not impossible for them to do that?
I'm not confident, but I want to hope. I want to believe.
Fresh cheese curds, $6.99 to $39.99. Add to cart. It's saying no. Please select product options. Oh, you can select how big you're ordering. Hold on.
Big. Make it big.
I bought the 5-pound bag. $40. $40 for 5 pounds of cheese curds seems like kind of a steal to me.
Yeah.
Is that just me?
5 fucking pounds of cheese, my
Right?
boy.
What are you gonna do with 5 pounds
Ryan,
of cheese
as
curds?
your friend, don't do that.
I already have so much cheese. I think this can be shipped. It's asking me to fill out my shipping address. You can fucking, yeah, they got it, man. You can ship Car Valley cheese curds to yourself. This was a freebie. If you want us to continue Car Valley cheese, hit us up. Ship us some shit. We will absolutely shill for you. Because they're good.
Little bit of a peek behind the curtain, and if this turns out to be something he doesn't want me to say, I can always delete this later. But peek behind the curtain, everyone. Last time I talked to Ryan in an episode of the podcast, he was saying something along the lines of, yeah, no, gonna get like the lactose intolerancy test next time I'm at a doctor's office once that's scheduled. And now my guy's like, 5 pounds of cheese. Here we go.
I forgot. I fucking forgot. I always forget. Dude, I've eaten so much cheese, and I've only taken this pill that my girlfriend has a bunch of pills, and also I got some from Amazon because I was sick of mooching off of her. I would say we ate 4 meals of cheese together this last weekend, and I took the pill once. And now here I am. Yeah, I had plenty of cheese curds. Did not take a pill. Good God. I am in for...
You may have just shocked your system, though. It may take you a couple of days for this to catch up to you.
Or it took away my lactose intolerance. I'm cured.
Now you have lactose dependence.
Yeah. I can only eat cheese. Just ordering.
I love cheese.
Just ordering exclusively 5-pound bags of cheese from Car Valley.
I love it.
Well, breakfast is here.
Come get your cheese, honey.
Oh.
Yes, dear.
Babe, what's wrong? You barely touched your 5-pound bag of cheese curds.
And then last but not least on the podcast is a man who is 100% that bitch, Lucas the writer. I have nothing that
Are you 100% at risk for early onset Alzheimer's?
What?
It's a Gus Johnson reference. Sometimes I hope that you guys subscribe to him because you ran so many common paths with him.
You took this in, I imagine, so many avenues because I do put a love of prep into coming up with the intros for each episode. There were so many avenues in my mind that I planned on you guys taking this. Alzheimer's, not one of them. Never crossed my mind.
Watch the video. It's like 20 seconds long. DNA test, Gus Johnson. You guys like hung out with him and didn't even know it, and now he's like YouTube famous. He's the CEO of G4 now as like their bit, like, because G4 TV is coming back. So as a bit, he's the quote unquote like CEO, like he's representing them on like marketing. Like he's kind of a big thing now and is like blowing up more and more. And you guys got to hop on this fucking train before it leaves the station. But, yeah.
I got nothing.
Sketch comedy. Sketch comedy on YouTube. Chris and Jack is dead. Shammy puts out like a video a year now.
Christ.
Honestly, the Fairburn brothers kind of fell off. I unsubscribed from them. They were my Australian sketch comedy boys other than Auntie Donna. A little less professional.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, obviously the big boy, Auntie Donna. But you guys got on that train in time before they went mainstream.
That, you didn't even stop us by a ticket. You told us about that train leaving the station, and we just dove onto that caboose.
Yeah. I'm like, hey guys, this train's leaving. You can get on the next one and like maybe catch a ride.
Nope.
And you guys were like, fuck that. Used a lasso, like hitched onto the railing and like dragged along behind the train.
Yeah, no, we're being dragged behind it.
Themselves
we're severely injured.
Yeah. But just like hand over hand, pulling yourself in. Sure enough, I'm there to lend a helping hand and help you onto the caboose.
You guys have heard of road rash. Now how about railway rash?
Yeah. All the filling rock that they put between the individual railroad ties, just like grinding you down.
I'm half a man.
And I'm also half of a man.
All right. And now we are fully through the intro. Not halfway. Fully through the intro. Setting us into News of the Week. Wait, did I pull up?
We did it.
Oh, wait, no, this is the right one. Wow, this stuff has come a long way. A lot of updates on this one. Okay, so tied together, apologies for the formatting. Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy is set to have a trans-inclusive character creator. If only the franchise itself was trans-inclusive. But then in an update to a previous story from last week, and also tied to this one, the Hogwarts Legacy developer with an alt-right YouTube channel resigns from the Warner Brothers development studio working on that game.
I can't wait for him to go make video games for Ben Shapiro.
Yeah. Is it Daily Wire? That's the Ben Shapiro one, right?
I think so.
Yeah, they're absolutely going to make a new blockbuster video game. They can't cancel us if we don't let them.
Yeah, and then Mumford & Sons is going to produce music for the Daily Wire.
Was that
Wait,
out
Mumford
there?
& Sons has a problem?
Oh, yeah.
Mumford and Sons. I mean, like, I guess the lead guy from Mumford and Sons. I don't know about the rest of the band.
What about his sons?
Saying like, I'm finally. I don't know about the Sons, but Mumford tweeted.
Mumford's game over, man.
He tweeted at Andy Go. With like a picture of his book. He's like, I finally get a chance to read it. You're like a very important and brave man. And it's just like, oh shit. Not like he said something that's like vaguely problematic.
Yeah, no, just
like, it's
straight
just
up.
like, yeah, fully like, hey everyone, I'm reading Andy Go's book. You should too. Fuck the libs.
Oh, damn. They are not his sons. They are Mumford and then 3 other friends.
Yeah.
But his name is Mumford.
Oh, is it really
Yeah.
Mumford? I didn't think it was.
Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure it's Mumford and not one of the sons. Yeah, no, it's one of the sons. One of the sons did this shit.
Oh, I thought it said lead singer.
He might be the lead singer. What, Andrew? Lead singers aren't necessarily the most important member of the band.
Most important, maybe not. Usually the creative drive and like most famous, yeah.
Most famous is one thing. When they made the band, man, it was all about the art, and Marcus Mumford was the guy. And then, yeah, sure, maybe Winston Marshall ended up taking over as
Otherwise
the lead
known
vocalist.
as son number 2.
Yeah, he's just one of the sons. What the fuck? 4 friends got together and named their band One Friend and his sons. We are his sons now.
Yeah.
Canonically.
We were just talking the other day, if 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, we started this podcast with me saying, yeah, it's going to be Lucas and Friends podcast. This never would have gotten off the ground. I don't know how Mumford and Sons did it.
This is so much worse, though.
Yeah.
Like, Mumford and Friends is just an accurate description of the band. Maybe, yeah, like promoting one of the members more than the others. Mumford and Sons is creating a very weird dynamic in the group.
I had assumed that there was nobody named Mumford.
Yeah,
like
yes.
I thought maybe that was just like a funny name they made up, or like Mumford was like some sort of like place or person that meant something to the like 4 of them. Yeah, no, it's just a dude in the band.
I had a feeling that one of them was named Mumford because, Mumford's just too much of a unique name for them to just randomly arrive on. So I assumed one was named Mumford, and like you, assumed it was the lead singer because, but I think we all had our assumptions
grown.
checked.
Yeah.
We've all had some of our biases exposed, and now we can take time to analyze them and actively fight against them moving forward.
I mean, we know
hashtag. Oh, sorry.
I mean, we know not Mumford from Mumford and Sons isn't going to do that. He's reading Andy No shit, so we have to make up for it.
It is saying that Mumford is the lead singer, so I think it might just be that Winston Marshall you thought was the lead singer, but he's not. He's just I think he's the guitar. Yeah, he's the banjoist and lead guitarist is the guy.
Oh, okay. Lead guitarist.
Oh, shit.
I apologize, Mr. Mumford, from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry, but you do need to check on your son.
Yeah, come get your son.
This was the banjo. Shit, there are like 5 banjo players in the world. How are they gonna replace it? Fuck.
Mr. Mumford, please come get your mans. God damn, dude.
I like
fucking. Our biases were exposed, examined, and then confirmed. That's like the nightmare of being able to get past them. Like, now we're just in the right, and we get to live our lives that bands are always named after the lead singer. It's like Hootie and the Blowfish. Darius Rucker is Hootie.
That's a really good Key and Peele bit.
Yeah, that is fucking so good.
I like.
Where are the Blowfish?
Hootie.
There's no Blowfish. Just the whole band name. I'm not Hootie.
Oh, I like some of Mumford and Sons songs when I was in high school.
I do too.
This is a little bit of a bummer. Yeah.
And the banjo's not a small part of what makes them fucking stand out. God damn it. When they get that
got
banjo
sick of this
solo
band
and
real
the
fast. I used to like it a lot, but
Yeah.
the banjo, man, it just got to me.
when they hit that
it
banjo
was,
solo,
it was speaking.
Yeah.
It was saying something.
what song is that? It's the one where they have all the vocal harmonies, and I mean, I'm probably describing every Mumford and Sons song, but it's the one where the banjo comes in and goes, and it's like going really fast paced, and it's got its own solo. It's one of their main, like biggest ones.
I think Lionheart, maybe, but I'm not positive.
Damn.
There's one called Little Lion Man. I don't think it's that
Okay,
one.
never mind. Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fuck
I
'em.
do.
Don't buy Mumford & Sons
Y'all
albums
continue,
if you're a person who buys albums anymore. Still don't buy the Harry Potter game, and definitely don't let this developer start their YouTube grift or whatever they're doing after this, because that's clearly the moves they are making. Speaking of
I think it's I Will Wait.
Yeah, that sounds right. Speaking of moves, Epic Games buys the development studio Mediatonic, the creators of Fall Guys.
Fall Guys Fortnite edition. Just
Yeah, can you guys
shooting at each
imagine
other.
just the Fall Guys being in Fortnite?
What's gonna happen first? They're gonna dress up a Fortnite character like one of the Beans, or they're gonna get a Fortnite costume into Fall Guys?
Fortnite costume into Fall Guys. I mean, I don't know what the Fortnite costume would be, because all their characters are ripped off from other media.
Okay. Also, I don't
It's
know.
gonna be,
Yeah, they're just gonna put like Batman
I
and
was gonna say, is it like default skin black guy, or like racially ambiguous hot girl in military fatigues? I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't think they can figure out a way to make the Beans thick in Fortnite. So yeah, that's probably gonna take a while to engineer.
You imagine? It's like SpongeBob when they would show like SpongeBob's butt, and it would just be like completely flat, and then like an ass, and then like more flat. Like that's just perfectly smooth bean, and then just a thickle dumper on the back, leading down to some stubby little legs.
How'd he get so thick? He clearly didn't do leg day. What's SpongeBob's secret?
Ain't nobody got no business making that bean so damn thick.
Francis Fran Townsend, most famous for defending the Bush administration's use of torture, was just hired by Activision-Blizzard to be their chief compliance officer.
Look, you build 1,000 bridges. No one calls you a bridge builder. You save 1,000 stray dogs. No one calls you a dog saver. But you endorse one use of torture. All of a sudden, you're the torture apologist. Oh, man. Never gonna live that one down.
I hear what you guys all say. I'm walking down the street getting a hot dog, and they say, "There goes that torture guy." there goes the guy who likes torture. I know what you're saying.
God damn it. Activision. What a shitty company.
Jesus fucking... Fuck them. Next up, Bloomberg reports that the next Switch model can output at 4K and is due out before the holiday 2021 season.
Gaming is so complicated now. Between the Xbox launching just two objectively different consoles at the same time and kind of billing them as the same one, and then the bullshit Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, and then the fucking PS4, PS4 Pro,
Right.
like now you got the PS5 thrown in there. I'm sure they'll get a new PS5 in there at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh yeah, digital, not digital. There's a Switch. There was the Switch Lite. Now we're getting what are they gonna call it? The fucking Switch Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Almost certainly.
God damn it! Like, just make a new console and call it something else. It can be similar Switch.
The Swatch.
Also, from what I can, the Swatch. From what I can tell, like the reports about this, let's just call it the Switch Pro, whatever. It's going to like output to 4K in docked mode, but the screen, like the handheld screen itself, which is going to be like half an inch bigger than the one is right now, still going to be 720p.
Yeah.
So is the dock what's different?
Yeah.
They're gonna put more computing power
Yes,
in it.
I'm sure.
That's what will help it output to 4K.
But also, you're gonna have a bunch of Nintendo devs that are like, wait, we have to make games in fucking 4K now? Are you kidding me? We can't
4K
do this shit.
4K is a resolution. Like, you can play fucking what's it called, Bug Snacks in 4K.
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna make the
And it
game
looks
look any
fantastic.
better. It looks fantastic. Well, it's just a resolution. The developers, in theory, don't have to change a damn thing.
No.
Like,
I am not a eye biologist or whatever. But I was reading some shit about it where they were saying that because the screen is so small, 720p, like the pixel density is like, it makes the resolution higher. It's like basically Retina.
no, because our phones,
And I didn't know if that was true or not.
our phones are like 4K, and look how fucking
Yeah.
tiny that screen is. Like, it's just not true. They're just lazy.
They're like, oh, it's viewing distance. That's why the Times Square screens look so good, even though they're just big ass bulbs. I'm like, I don't know if this is right or not.
I'm saying, yeah, it is right. A 720p small screen will look probably better than a 1080p big screen, but they're lying if they're saying that, oh, we can't possibly do any better than 720 because
that's not what I was reading. It was just saying that, like, you as a human can't tell the difference.
You probably can, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably isn't as noticeable as we would, like, meme about, but, like, you absolutely would be able to tell the difference between 720 and 4K on a little tiny screen that's held right here.
This is an SD to HD level jump, but you get used to 4K for a while. You see something that's not in 4K, and you're thinking to yourself, "Why does this look like garbage?" Yeah.
Even subconsciously.
Mm-hmm. Moving into TV, Nickelodeon is making a Patrick Star show. May God have mercy on us all.
I saw a poster from it, and it has, like, I assume, Patrick's family. His real family, not the imposter family.
But they showed his real family at the end, and these look different.
They're retconning, absolutely.
Yeah. Patrick's also holding a young girl who, I forget, what is she? What sort of sea animal is she? Like a squid or something?
I don't remember the poster. I remember seeing it and not having heard anything and thinking it was just...
Is
fake.
that Patrick's daughter? Did Patrick reproduce?
I am confident in saying that Patrick Star does not fuck. SpongeBob probably fucks. Patrick Star does not fuck.
SpongeBob's asexual, canonically.
Yeah, SpongeBob's like 100% asexual.
Might be. I apologize.
So, yeah, if anything, the opposite.
Okay.
Pepe Le Pew won't be appearing in the Warner Brothers Space Jam sequel. I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I clicked on the article and I see that. And
first
I was like,
they
that's actually pretty
came
great,
for
too.
Lola Bunny, then
I did not
and
see
they came for Pepe.
I put that in the meme corner, but do we just want to talk about that now?
I mean, it's a movie. We can go, that was the TV. Let's go to the movie news.
Okay, this was a meme corner, bumping it up to actual news. Lola Bunny's less sexualized design is revealed for Space Jam 2, and people immediately started comparing it to furry fan art that they thought was in the original movie.
Yeah.
But then this is also spurred on by director's comments saying that we made Lola Bunny less sexualized and more of a strong character, which is a lot to unpack.
But also, have you seen still frames from the actual movie?
Yeah.
It doesn't take fan art.
Yeah.
Like, Lola Bunny
Yeah.
was...
Yes.
She was hot.
Those animators were horny on man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that shit's obnoxious.
I gotta keep it 100 right here. I hate furries, but Lola Bunny can get it.
Lola
There's my
Bunny... Lola Bunny, I maintain to this day that I don't know if I should even say that. Natalie Dormer, the reason that everyone in Game of Thrones thought that she was the hottest is because of Lola fucking Bunny.
Okay.
Because they are separated at birth twins. Like, Their eyes are like slightly farther apart than normal, giving her a unique look, but looks exactly like Lola Bunny from Space Jam. And everyone had a crush on
David
Lola Bunny
Benioff
from
and
Space
D.V.
Jam.
Weiss wrote the script for Game of Thrones, and they had Lola Bunny in it.
Yeah.
And they said, y'all need to find someone that can fill in here. And they found Natalie Dormer, just by chance.
That is just facts that they are... I mean, when did Space Jam come out? Probably around the time that Natalie Dormer was born. Like, they're probably... If rabbits age faster than humans, they were just separated at birth twins. I think that's canon.
Space Jam came out in 1996.
Really? That late?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 92. I guess Jordan had to kind of ascend.
Oh,
yeah, because it was the year he was in minor leagues. What?
Natalie Dormer, born in 1982.
So if Lola Bunny ages faster.
Huh?
Damn, Natalie Dormer is almost 40?
39.
Holy
Good
shit.
for her.
Not a day over 26.
Would
when
never
she was filming
guessed.
Game of Thrones. Never.
Well, what would she have been like when she first appeared in Game of Thrones? Like 30, 31?
Game of Thrones wasn't that. It was like 10 years
She
ago.
would have been like
almost,
35.
Right? 2011.
She might have been playing like 20, but 35, I think.
When did Roses Tyrell? When did Marjorie Tyrell first appear on screen? Let's go to fandom.
Hey.
Season 3, I believe.
Marjorie Tyrell fandom.
Okay, so she appeared in season 2. Okay, so that is...
Oh, season 2. So that might be her. Yeah, she might be more around 30.
First seen, What Is Dead May Never Die, which aired 2012.
So yeah.
So 9 years ago, she was 30.
All right, yeah, fair.
But I mean, she was also around in season 5, where
Mm-hmm.
would have been 30, 34 or so. Guess I haven't seen Natalie Dormer in a while. Where is she? What's she up to?
I hope she's working. She deserves it.
Is this just a fan podcast now?
Yeah, okay. Let's move on from this. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Lola Bunny.
So then I will just say that those comments about Lola being less sexualized, more of a stronger, that's weird to me on a couple of levels. And Andrew, we talked about this a little bit on the Quarantine Cast about how, like, a strong woman in most forms of media unfortunately boils down to one of two cliches at this point. But I just want to point out that Bugs Bunny canonically, like, Bugs Bunny fucks more than maybe any other fictional character, or at the very least puts out that energy. That can be in other characters in Looney Tunes. Like, you can do it in a less problematic way, but that's just a part of that world, that universe.
Lucas, you go a lot off of energy with this. I don't know if I always was like, you know what, Bugs Bunny, that dude's pulling some tail.
He is
like,
gleefully cross-dressing every other episode. He's got some stuff going on.
Does that mean that? I don't understand. That feels problematic to me. Like, people that cross-dress are more sexually active than people that don't. That feels hypersexualizing. I don't know, man.
When you bring Bugs Bunny's
I don't know
energy
about Bugs
to
Bunny.
it.
Also, can we talk about what the fuck Space Jam 2 is about?
What?
It's LeBron James trying to, I think, go get his son who got sucked into the internet by Don Cheadle, who's an AI, as they race around the Warner Bros. IP properties. Like, Lola Bunny is like a member of the like Amazonians from Wonder Woman. Like the DC superheroes are confirmed to be in this movie.
So
And there's like other shit. Yeah.
So wait, in this movie, are the cartoon characters not real? It's their the online versions of them somehow brought to life? Because in the original, they were just real.
I don't know.
Is the threat real? Because the Monstars in the original were very much real.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Weird.
We'll have to tune in this summer.
Fuck. Here we go. Amazon to develop a live-action Hellsing film based on the manga and OVA.
Is Hellsing different from Van Helsing?
I think that's where the name comes from, but it is different.
Is he a vampire hunter?
No, he is a vampire.
He is
I know this because I watched the Hellsing abridged
not bad.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Does he hunt vampires, though?
Absolutely. And Nazis. Actually, kind of vampire Nazis exclusively. Which is what?
So Van Helsing.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
Yeah.
Van Helsing crossed with Blade.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, dude, just... Yeah, that's... Alright, got a great pitch for a new anime. It's Van Helsing meets Blade, the weird vampire superhero movie from the early aughts. What?
What else do you want, man? Like, that's it. That's
it
the
all.
concept.
Apparently,
That's it. That's the manga.
apparently some of the John Wick people are on board for this, so this should be a good time. Hopefully.
Yeah, live action anime always goes great.
I mean, if
There's never any problems when they adapt an anime for live action.
Are they gonna make their eyes huge like Alita?
oh, I hope not.
Are they gonna mispronounce the main character's name like in Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Oh boy. Fuck.
Ong!
I never saw it. Is that real?
They say Ong.
My God, that's so fucking funny.
Wow, no wonder none of that original team wants to get back on that IP. Fuck.
What can you do, man? Shyamalan? No, they can't say that. That's probably... Yeah, that's bad. M. Night Shyamalan. For a while there, his nickname was actually that. But yeah, it's just saying that, oh, his name's hard to pronounce because he's a foreigner, but it's not that hard.
I was just gonna make a movie where he does that to a character, but whatever. Moving into the other category, 2021 Comic-Con is canceled. Ryan, it's gonna be another year before I move out to California. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Cancel culture. First they came for Dr. Seuss, then they came for Lola's tits, and now Comic-Con.
Yeah. And just her tits. Nothing else. They kept her thick around the thighs. Did you see that? That was going around the most with the Lola Bunny, was the woman who was like, no, don't change it, because some of us women, like, are light upstairs, but downstairs we still got it going on, and it's like, this is weird, guys. Like, maybe...
It's representation in movies.
vaccine.
I want bunny women that look like me.
Yeah, exactly. That was her whole tweet. And I was just like, we gotta get this damn vaccine.
Okay, 2 cents. Yes, media needs to pick more varieties of body type. Also, but yeah, that's getting into a territory where you're saying one body type's representation is more important or more okay than any others, and that's...
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're saying, like, yeah, I got a big ass, but, like, small boobs, like, that's more acceptable than someone with big boobs and a big ass. It's like, no, these are all...
Or big boobs and no ass.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all of these variations exist, like, all across the spectrum. You can't say, like, no, don't, like, everyone's mad about Lola Bunny, like, they shouldn't change it because she looks like me. It's like, maybe they should just make her a fucking cartoon bunny.
Yeah.
Have we considered this? Bugs doesn't look like a fucking hilariously sexualized, like, just fucking, he's wearing short shorts all the time and you can just see an outline.
Yeah.
Of just
Yeah, no, he's constantly wearing gray sweatpants.
Yeah, exactly. Just a banana clip, like, dangling, like, as his fucking washboard six-pack runs. Like, no,
I did.
because that shit's dumb.
I did see that going around as a mini meme where nobody's talking about the real change that matters in Space Jam 2, and it's the one scene where Bugs is ripped, and then just like him as regular in Space Jam 2, and I got a chuckle out of that.
I forgot how he got ripped. Did he do the thing where like he had a gut and then like blows his thumb and it like the gut goes into his chest, which makes him look big? Cartoons.
I think the guy who played Newman lied to the cartoons and said that just flavored water was special workout juice, and then all the cartoons drank it, and then they swelled up because they thought they were stronger.
Oh yeah, it's like when you run off a cliff and you don't fall until you notice that you've run off a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm about to Google image muscular Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
everyone pray for me.
God have mercy on you.
Yep. No, I'm seeing it. Mostly fan art.
that makes sense.
Oh no.
Almost exclusively. I do see some obviously real screenshots. And yeah, they did it. You know, fuck it. Yeah. Let's make them all anime characters. Why not? Who cares?
Moving into the meme corner.
The memes.
I did mine. What else do we got in here?
We got Vishon. Vision has been claimed by Black Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That
great.
was... Huh.
They added the chain, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They saw him in a turtleneck, and they're like, Vision's technically Wakandan. And then Twitter
Because
just
the
claimed...
gem comes from Wakanda?
No, because he's made out of vibranium.
Not all vibranium comes from Wakanda. That's canon.
No, but I think it is canon that they like took him. I think that he was being made in Wakanda, and I don't remember. I only saw Age of Ultron once, and I didn't
me
like
too.
it.
I only saw it
So
once.
Yeah. One time too many, maybe. I remember that scene from WandaVision and thought, that turtleneck's a look. Okay.
yeah, and then they gave him the chain, and then they gave him the watch, and then they gave him the necklace with the Africa on it.
Damn, Shardy, okay.
Screen cap. Nah, Wanda and I aren't together anymore.
Yeah. Oh, me and Wanda don't talk anymore.
You know what?
It's fine.
I'm a white guy. I'm not allowed to comment. Cool. Good.
I did not see. I'll go out there. I'll comment. I did not see like Black Twitter embracing Vishon. It was all white people saying like doing black like
everything
blackface,
everything that I saw was specifically Black Twitter.
Damn,
but
I did not see any. I only saw.
No, I mean, of course,
comedians.
black people did something. That means that white people then came in later and did it to death.
I don't know that they did. I don't know, man. Maybe
the handful of Black Twitter I saw actually engaging with this was just black people saying how much they wanted to fuck Vision in a turtleneck. Which fair?
I mean,
yeah.
That doesn't sound. That sounds like saying like, oh, black people love fried chicken. Like, no, everyone loves fried chicken.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to fuck Vision.
Everyone wants that. Everyone wants that red and gold and black ass.
I mean, just imagine.
He can phase.
So fucking taut.
He can phase through you. I don't even know what he's gonna do with that, but
he'll
get creative.
Wanda so hard she gave birth like 6 hours later.
He can phase through you. I don't know what he's gonna do with that. That
I'm
does now
excited
sound
to see.
terrifying. This is now a nightmare of mine. I take it back. I don't want to have sex with Vision. This is literally my worst nightmare. Good God.
The white Vision meme, just a tangent off that. The white Vision meme is also pretty good. The white Vision just looking stunned. Debate me, loses.
I enjoyed the one with the Mario turtles that I sent to you, Andrew.
Yeah, the live Koopa and then the skeleton Koopa. Yeah. Are you familiar with the ship of Theseus?
I am.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I understood that reference.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to briefly talk about it, like as part of the group chat, if we want to do the group chat right away, yeah, WandaVision was a really good show for like 6 episodes where they took this. Not that it was like a terrible show when it didn't do this, but like it had this great concept of like, oh, this sort of freaky comedic sitcom reality that was always changing. And then they just, at the end, just made it a Marvel movie. We just got people flying around shooting lasers and shit.
That,
like, okay.
That
whatever.
last fight specifically, how it ended with her putting up the magic-canceling runes sneakily, was like...
That she learned about 15 minutes earlier.
That felt like it should have been the first of 5 twists in a better-written fight. But then it was just over, because they were at minute 35 of this and had to start wrapping shit up.
Yeah.
And then, also, Wanda just fucking not... She didn't even say she was sorry to those people. Fuck.
I mean, she had to get out of there. It didn't matter that she was sorry. Like, I kind of understood that. They're like, but they'll never know. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Like, I tortured these people. I held them hostage. I gotta go.
She could have made an effort. I will say, though, the scene where people are unbrainwashed and then Dottie walks up to her and she says, "Oh my God, Dottie, what's going on?" And her response is just, "Hi, so my name is Sarah. Please let me see my daughter again." That was...
Actually, Sarah. Pretty emotional ending.
The Vision versus Vision fight was pretty cool. I don't know. I kind of feel like that ended the way it did so that Paul Bettany could keep working in the MCU, which, cool. You know what? Good for him. He's a good actor, but that resolved a little unsatisfactory to me. But whatever. Good show.
Yeah. Also for TV news, going backwards, fucking Oprah sat down with her interview with fucking Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and fucking tea was spilled.
What are the highlights?
Yeah, give us some shit.
Let's see. Fucking Meghan said that the royal family was concerned about their son Archie's skin color and whether or not he should get titles and stuff like that because his skin color might be too dark. In spite of him being literally 7th in line to the throne. Like, real fucking close. Let's see, what are some other highlights? I mean, I'm sure you might have announced that the royal family basically launched a preemptive strike by, like, publishing a bunch of maids that's, like, claimed that Meghan Markle was bullying them or something. Like, trying to, like, get out ahead of it a little bit. And, like... And kind of like using it as like here's why we aren't giving them any like money and stuff like that. And then meanwhile, like Prince Andrew, the just literal child predator who is so closely associated with Jeffrey Epstein, is absolutely still pulling down money.
All of England is like this. England is so fucking racist.
Yeah.
Jade was reading me like headlines of different stories from Express UK. And it was just like, here's how they, compared Meghan when all that shit was going down with whoever the other Dutch is. I forget who the other, quote unquote princess is. But it was just like, when she was pregnant, they're like, wow, they found a cure to morning sickness. It's avocados. How crazy is that? And then the next one was like several years later. Meghan Markle's obsession with avocados may be a human rights violation. And then, just shit like, wow, she is just a fashion icon. All of England can learn from her. And then it was like, Meghan needs to learn that British people aren't as obsessed with their fashion as those Americans are. Just like, okay. So they're just racist.
No. And it's the same publications, like every single time
exactly. They were all by
you get
Express
it, and it's
UK.
literally side by side, sometimes written by the same people. Like it's objectively terrible. Yeah. Let's see. What are some other ones? When they decided to step back and Harry announced it, the royal family immediately cut him off from any financial support, and Harry only had money left from his mother, Princess Diana. That was what he was subsisting on, basically. They pulled his security detail, and like Meghan Markle was like basically pleading with the royal family, like, I know I can't have it, that's fine, like just don't take away his, like keep my husband safe and stuff. And they said no, like just it was some bad shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fuck.
what can you do? And if you saw some of the stuff that came out, like he did a bit with James Corden. He like did a bunch of like crazy physical shit where he looked like he was in peak physical form. Like he was like climbing ropes and ringing bells and doing some crazy shit. He looked like a soldier, like which he is, and so then that led to everyone like, okay, so we know who got the Diana genes and who got the Charles genes. Throwing a little bit of shade at fucking William, who's kind of sat by as the royal family completely destroyed his brother. So yeah,
That is some hot tea getting spilled.
yep. The reason I wanted to bring it up is because someone tweeted like, this isn't the first time America has destroyed the British monarchy by spilling some tea. Like, that's just good shit. That's
it is good shit.
Fuck yeah.
That's some wordplay right there. So fuck the royal family. Everyone watch The Crown. That being said, that show's fucking great. I really hope that
Are they going to extend it for like another season? They're like, all right, we got to write about this shit.
Yeah, in addition, because it was supposed to be 5, it's already been extended to 6. Yeah, they go to 7 just for this interview. Like, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. This interview probably won't make it because that show's fucking insane, dude. Like, so much shit happened. Like, during Queen Elizabeth's reign. Like, it's unbelievable. And, like, some of it's kind of hearsay. But there's, like, just stuff that straight up happened. Like, that you've never heard of because we don't learn anything about British history. And it's like, holy shit, that happened. That's real. Like, that's not even one of the weird ones where they kind of stretch the truth a little bit. Like, well, what if this happened? Like, this is just a straight up, no, this shit happened. 100%. And it's like, damn. So, watch The Crown. Shit's amazing.
Hell yeah. I believe that will send us into the breakouts. I got a Bravely Default 2 update. Does anybody want to go first, or can I just go ham for a couple of minutes?
I don't think I have anything, so, I'm just gonna smile.
I gotta stretch.
Wave.
Gotta stretch it out. Gotta get ready for
I will say that I've been reading The Big Sleep by Raymond Chandler because I wanted to read some old detective fiction. He says the F word a lot.
He says fuck a lot?
No, the other one.
We know what he means.
He actually, I don't know if this was like his original writing or if this is an edited version, but like if someone says like go fuck yourself, like it literally says go and then dash yourself. The fuck word is not written in this publication, but the other F word is a fair amount.
Oh my god!
And that like there's moments where like there's a gay character in the book and he's a murderer.
Of course.
And the detective is, saying like, I caught you, you're the murderer. You're gonna go to the gas chamber for this. They would have done this just for what you are anyway. Haha, I'm the good guy. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like, how do you ever think you're on the right side of history?
Yeah.
I understand being bigoted and being like, oh wow, your lifestyle's wrong, blah blah blah. I don't understand it. You're full of shit.
Yeah.
It sucks. You're an awful person. I can at least see how in your own head that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how you think you're on the right side of history if you're like, yeah, they would have killed you, those Nazis, because of who you are. Ha ha. Like, and that's
but
the protagonist.
He goes out of his way several times to make sure that people know how he feels. Like, there's a moment where like they're fighting and the dude punches him square in the jaw because he wasn't expecting it. He's like, and then basically his inner monologue was, you know, he hit as hard as he could. It would have knocked me out if it wasn't an F word that was hitting me. And it's like, okay, dude, you can stop.
No,
You've made your point.
Are you still reading this book?
I am, yeah.
We have come.
I don't know that I could continue.
We have come a long
What
way
book is this, by the
since
way?
1939.
Yeah, 1939.
What book is it?
The Big Sleep.
The Big Sleep.
Was just the author hilariously, like, one of the most famous homophobes in the world.
Yeah, and like Raymond Chandler is like kind of renowned as like the pinnacle of like most well-known like hard-boiled detective stories. You know, Philip Marlowe and that sort of shit. The Big Sleep is, I know, one of the more famous detective stories ever written. So far, the story, it's good if you leave out all the anti-gay shit.
Okay, Andrew, we give Lucas so much shit on this podcast
No,
for saying
like,
that exact logic.
No, not a defense. Definitely not a defense. Like,
Yeah, but you keep doing what Lucas does, and you keep watching or reading. Like, so now maybe our biases are being examined, and we're gonna learn. And moving forward, we're gonna fight against them. I don't think I could read that book. I think I would be sick to my stomach. And now I get to be morally superior to both of you. I don't consume any problematic media. I dare you to find some. It's all good for me.
Andrew, I think the gauntlet has been thrown. We have to start conspiring.
yeah, I think a challenge has been accepted.
But before we answer that challenge, we got to talk about Bravely Default 2. I've been playing it roughly at the 20-hour mark right now. I beat up a douchebag bard. His name was Orpheus, which was a little weird since I like Orpheus from Hades, but this dude, just kind of a prick. Just kind of a self-interested prick. After that, I, super reluctantly, beat up a girl who is basically a Disney princess. Did not feel good about that one, but she didn't want us to get the water crystal. But we needed the water crystal, obviously.
Was she fighting you?
Oh, yeah.
It would have been sexist to not beat her up,
Right?
Lucas.
Yeah.
You can't pull your punches if she's the one instigating.
She even
Remember, it's sexist to not beat women.
used her Disney princess powers to get a giant snake and a bear to fight us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribing to what Andrew said earlier.
Did
Andrew
you-
said it, not me.
Did you beat up those animals?
Oh, you better believe I beat up those animals.
Lucas, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They were attacking us!
You gotta beat up the woman. Don't beat up the animals. They're innocent.
They're not. They're probably fucking magical demons that like are designed to kill you. Nah, kill the animals.
Giant.
Beat up the woman.
They weren't cute animals.
Kill
if
the
that makes
animals, beat up the woman. Quote Ryan Holtz. Like, just
sense. I smell an episode title.
that'll be on my gravestone.
After that, a hot Irish woman named Shirley taught me the in-game card game, and this game really fucking is made specifically for me. But then I had to reluctantly beat her up after it turned out she was taking me for a ride. Doing so allowed me to gain her powers, though, and now I have access to a bunch of abilities that I don't want.
All right, I'm wrapping back around. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. It was cool when it was one woman. It would be sexist for you to not beat up a woman that was trying to kill you and attack you. I'm wrapping back around to now these game devs have some problems here. Like, we can't just have all the women constantly trying to kill you or being tricky and, like, forcing you to beat them up. Now the game devs are starting to get problematic.
There are
here.
at least an equal number of guys trying to kill me.
There should be a lot more guys. Let's be honest. let's just look up violent crime statistics. Like, we don't need to sugarcoat this. If you're gonna get murdered, and especially in like a just straightforward they're just gonna try to kill you with raw force, it's almost certainly gonna be a man.
Also, excuse me, we're glossing over a big issue here. Is Ireland a place in this game?
In spirit.
In spirit, is Ireland a place in Bravely Default 2?
There are a couple of characters with Irish accents.
Yeah, but they're not really then Irish.
They're not Irish.
Are they?
They have an accent. Lucas is the one that was
This is
describing
super
the rowdy,
problematic.
the rowdy Irish woman. Oh, she gets me drunk and tries to take my money in a card game,
And
so
then
I
I
had
gotta
to beat
fight
her
her.
up. Yeah.
Gotta beat up this Irish
dude.
girl.
Problematic Olympics. Like, the developers are shitty, you're shitty, like, everything's terrible.
I will say, so far, I think the ratio is about 3-1 of guy bosses versus women bosses. It just so happened I fought 2 women bosses back to back.
Just so happened, or it was the game
Girl
design?
bosses.
Was it open?
Shirley was an optional boss.
I'm a
Oh, so
hashtag
you
girl
chose
boss.
to beat her up.
Yeah. I'm a hashtag
You did that
girl
one
boss.
for fun.
I'm a hashtag girl boss. I'm gonna spawn a bear and a snake. Like, that's just hashtag girl boss things. Like, Beyonce, go off, queen. Why don't you try to kill this player character? That's some girl boss shit. Also, the card game thing, totally empathize with that because of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
The poker minigame is what spawned me making copious amounts of money during this pandemic. Because I was like, bro, poker's pretty fucking cool. Like, I find myself playing poker more than, like, venturing out. I love it when I get back to camp and there's the little poker little option near the campfire, and I just play poker with my friends at night. And then I was like, hey guys, hey real friends, do you want to maybe play poker sometime? Because I'm starting to feel weirdly attached to some of these fictional characters because I'm playing poker with them so often.
I love it.
Oh man.
The Australian knight came back for a side quest. Turns out he has a heart of gold. I'm into it.
He's not really Australian, though, is he?
Yeah. Does Australia exist in Bravely Default?
Australia might just exist in Bravely Default. This man is very Australian. Very Australian, very much a himbo. Which is to say, I'm sorry, that's redundant, very Australian.
Okay.
Let's dive into this. No.
The official stance of Lucas is Australians are dumb.
No, they're himbos. That's not dumb. Oh, God.
Oh, well.
Andrew paled after that one. Andrew dropped that bit of knowledge and got the fuck out. This is the last thing I ever want to say. Yeah, no. Zach Ruane, Mark Bonanno, and Broden Kelly, all equal himbos. They are all himbos and all equally so.
You said it, not me. The game
Zach
has
Ruane, the himbo. I'm sorry. We need to freeze Zach Ruane, the himbo. This is the man that said, like, I'm happy that I didn't get on, and he didn't say this, but he said whatever the show was, Australia's version of Saturday Night Live, because they would have casted me as the weird-looking fucked dude, and I would have never been able to break out into other forms of comedy. I'm not going to say anything mean about Zach Ruane, but, like, man's not a himbo.
The game has a really interesting mechanic where characters essentially forage for items while you're not playing the game, and I don't know, I enjoy that. More games should have an element that allows you to engage with it, be productive in it, even when you're not playing it, in my opinion. I beat up the thief Bernard, who might have been tougher in the demo, but whatever.
He's probably just trying to feed his family, and you beat him up.
Oh no, he was hoarding water in a desert nation. This man was basically the Immortan Joe of why not Fast and Furious. Why is the name of that movie series escaping me?
Wow.
I'm totally
Mad Max.
Mad Max. Thank you.
Oh,
Fuck.
we could have just let him languish.
Wow.
It's not good
Dick.
content. We got to keep it moving.
No, that would have been great content. I would have absolutely
Just
enjoyed that.
30 seconds of silence while Lucas goes.
It wouldn't have been silence. It would have been me and you laughing our asses off.
Fuck you.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. I imagine Bernard was helping his friend move and had a TV in his hand, and you just come up like, "Stop, thief!" and just pound him into submission.
All right, where are the women?
Yeah. I just got done beating up this male thief. Now I got a thirst to beat up a woman.
I feel like you guys are inventing reasons to shit on stuff I like at this point.
We're trying to have fun, Lucas. I'm sorry, man. Should we just shut up? I'm okay shutting up. I'll do it.
Then, in a genuinely good plot twist, I beat up the prince who was helping me earlier in the game, but double-crossed us as he was actually working with Bernard. But then he just fucking iced Bernard when we thought he was coming to bail Bernard out after we kicked his ass, but nope, killed him. Then it came out that prince killed his father so that he could abuse the water crystal to make his arid nation more hospitable. But then he died.
And then they sat down with Oprah and revealed some shit.
But then he died after falling off a balcony after his defeat and as he was about to be captured. Yeah.
Why did they morally... Okay, I said I was going to shut up, but this one I feel like is weird. Why did they morally, give you a pass on this specific character? Whereas, all the women, they made you, beat to death. And, this guy, it's no, we were going to do the right thing and capture him, and then he fell to his death.
We're not beating these people to death. We're just beating them up. We're not killing anybody.
Oh.
Yeah,
you haven't killed a single person yet.
Not a human being, no.
Is that
those Australians, though?
yeah. I was like, is that a loophole for no, that thing was a fairy monster thing. That's totally different.
So we've killed some orcs and goblins, but in this game, it doesn't seem like those have sentience, except for one dude named Truff. He's cool, though. We don't fight him.
Wait, but if Truff does have sentience, that means that all of them have sentience. They're the same
Then
race.
why are they coming at us and trying to murder us every time we step out into the overworld?
Probably because you don't think they have sentience and you kill all of them.
Maybe it's like the Middle East. Your kingdom fucking nuked them, and then you're like, why are they always coming at us so hard? Better put them in the ground.
All right, I'm just gonna poke holes in all your guys' fiction every time you bring up a story you particularly like.
We have nothing else to do. We have nothing else to engage with.
But no, I genuinely enjoyed that last plot twist, and something I'm enjoying about the game overall is that I know in a lot of fantasy storytelling or a lot of video games, period, it's you roll up on a community and then fix all their problems, and then things are better. These people in this community might be, at best, just a lateral move after we went in there and did all of the stuff that we did. We are not saving the day in this video game, and I kind of dig that.
What are you doing, would you say?
So this desert nation, that was abusing the water crystal, they, half of their city was flooded.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, yeah, we took the water crystal so, it would not be flooded anymore. But then it's just going to go back to having a water shortage, and nobody really has a solution for that. Also, the prince who was a dick but actually knew how to govern is dead now, independently of us. And his brother, who's maybe kind of a fuck-up, is in charge, and that's morally right, but also there's a leadership vacuum now. This isn't a...
They have a Saddam Hussein allegory in Bravely Default 2.
Oh!
Yeah, he's a huge piece of shit and, really problematic. But, he keeps the terrorists in line.
You're putting this on that game, man. I do not have that reading. I'm not going to condone that.
You just said the prince is a dickhead, but he kind of knows how to govern. That's literally Saddam Hussein.
Okay, so it's probably fine that he's dead then.
Probably, yeah, honestly.
Cool. And then if neither of you guys have anything else, I also finished the first season of the DC show Doom Patrol. Have either of you guys ever heard about this one?
I heard about
I've
it.
heard
but
of it.
I don't know anything about it.
Never seen anything.
Other than I think Brendan Fraser is in it, but you
Yes.
don't actually see his face.
Brendan Fraser is providing the voice of a robot man, where there's a human brain inside of a robot, basically. You see him in live action sometimes, and yeah, whatever. He actually does a great performance in this. Yeah, the show's pretty good. Characters can be a little frustrating since a lot of the time it's them throwing pity parties for themselves instead of like actually working to solve their issues and problems, but whatever. This is the only comic book property I think I've seen so far that really captures the weirdness and absurdity of comics. Like, Cyborg fights and kills extra-dimensional satanic nuns in this. And yeah, it's totally sold to something that can happen in this universe. It's fun. It's weird. And that'll take us into the breakouts. No, we just did that. The group chat. We're talking about Bravely Default 2, and that's all I can think about. I have a fight paused right now in the middle of that. Kind of on the ropes, not sure what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out.
He's playing the game during the podcast.
My question was, how far are you? Like, have you basically just been playing nonstop since we last recorded the podcast?
I'm at, I think, just under the 20-hour mark. In 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, God, you don't go... I guess you did at one point say, gonna make it more of a slow burn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you don't go as hard as
No, man.
you do in those games.
I kind of wish I could, but it eat me up inside. I don't have this.
Keeps me up at night.
It would, literally. I could stay up to like 3 a.m. every day playing this game. I don't know if I have that in me anymore.
Yeah. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
I'm not going to get into it, but next podcast I'll get into it, but there's some fucked up shit happening in that game right now, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, and then when we make fun of that fucked up shit, you go, wow, shitting on my game. But then you can say, yeah, a lot of fucked up shit happening.
Well,
We're hearing it for the first time, Lucas. When you first experienced it, you were probably like, damn, that shit's fucked up. So we're hearing about it, and we're going like, damn, that shit's fucked up. And you're just like, wow, guys. It's almost like you've never heard this shit before. We have no frame of reference.
well, no, Okay, when I say that shit's fucked up, I mean that it's some creepy shit, it's some horror shit going on. You guys were saying fucked up shit like, this game is sexist. Lol. That's what you guys were at the past 10 minutes.
The developers. I'm not saying the game is necessarily sexist. The developers, though.
I can't speak to the political leanings of the people behind it.
Yeah, honestly, you should probably be careful about being like, nope, totally cool. Like, no one involved.
They made a thing I like. They're probably on the level.
I don't know, the guy who did the music for this game also did the music for the first opening of Attack on Titan. And, like, that's become problematic, and I don't know where Revo's at for that, and I should dig into that.
Wait, but he did the music. How was the music problematic?
No, the music was the problematic part for it.
Wait, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, damn, I thought for sure. I was like, that shit's awesome. How is the music problematic? I love that.
In the Dragon Quest games, the music is problematic.
Really?
The composer doesn't believe Japanese war crimes exist.
Oh,
What,
so
and he puts that
so
in his
then
music,
the composer's what's problematic.
Yeah, the
music-
composer's
Well, it's his
problematic.
music.
I want to hear where the music is problematic.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's in his... He puts that into his music. That
Yeah,
he
like,
thinks
and the
that Japanese war crimes...
Japanese never committed a war crime.
Group 141 doesn't exist. Nanking is a myth.
Don't look into
People of
any of our
mainland
Korean-
China welcome them with open arms. Everyone's
George-
having a party.
George H.W. Bush is a filthy liar. His friends didn't get captured and eaten by Japanese soldiers. God damn it.
Jesus.
I love how we have so many Japanese war crimes just ready to go, man.
There's a bunch of them. I mean,
There was a lot to choose
I mean,
from.
when you grow up in America, they love to tell you about war crimes other
do.
countries have committed.
I do love to teach you about non-American war crimes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like an attempt to take the focus off of the American war crimes or to like just level the playing field and make it eventually like, oh, I mean, like everyone was doing it.
Yeah, I think it's more the latter.
I didn't.
Everyone was doing it. It was Vogue. You guys don't understand.
Maybe this says more about me, but I didn't even know that the U.S. invaded the Philippines until I got to college. That was just skipped over,
Which time?
right?
Well, so I've lived with the Filipino family and had like a lot of close experiences with like a wide variety of Filipino people and like a bunch of conversations with them and everything. We did. We did invade the Philippines. They ask a Filipino person about the Spanish and then ask that same Filipino person about Americans. And you'll see how, like, yeah, we were great, but, like, you know, like, we had some hardcore lesser of two evils shit going on there. And, like, the fact that we got the Spanish out of there, I think will always be at least, like, a morally gray for most Filipino people. Scaling all the way up to, yeah, like, liberating heroes for others. Like, definitely a thing.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, shit's crazy.
This is a weird group chat.
Yes, it's the group chat.
I guess.
Let's talk about some American war crimes. Woo!
Man.
What do you think those Blackwater guys are up to right now? Just
Having
Probably
heart
working at-
attacks when bombs drop near them, I guess.
oh no, I was thinking the Blackwater guys that were pardoned by Trump. They're just
Oh, those guys.
eating some steaks, like
No, they're working.
Yeah,
hugging their
being
children.
free and alive.
yeah.
They're working for Activision-Blizzard now.
God damn.
They're,
You build 1,000 bridges, but kill one Iraqi civilian, and all of a sudden you're a war criminal.
No, the developers for Call of Duty, they're like, all right, and so then when we talk about the Highway of Death, we'll make it so the Russians did it, and then the Blackwater guys are like, but why? No, I was there. It was totally us. It was all cool.
No, yeah, you guys don't understand. Like, that was me. Like,
Yeah.
put me in the game. I did that shit.
They're like,
God
all
damn.
right, so we have military consultant or active combat consultant from Blackwater. He's going to teach you guys about some tactics that they use. Like, all right, let me see what you got. And just a dude walk into a room, shoots the two tangos, like, he's down. He's like, all right, and so, like, your bullets were coated in pig's blood, right? Wait, why aren't you pissing on those guys? Why are you moving into the next room? There's so much desecration to be had.
Yeah. You gotta really hate them. That's the secret. I mean, but like, that is kind of what they say. That is basically their defense, is like, that's how you become an effective soldier, is by just considering them not human. It's great. It's like the body of the warrior, or whatever, the cop
Fucking,
Yeah.
oh my god.
segment.
I tell people about that shit every once in a while, and they don't believe me.
Yeah, they don't believe. People do not believe you.
Yeah,
for
they're
bringing
like
shit up.
that's ridiculous. That is the
It's
dumbest
so
thing I've ever
readily
heard. I'm
available.
like, it's fucking real. You can find
There's
it
just
online.
recordings. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just
They
watch
do this all the
cops
time.
talk about it.
There is so much actual propaganda in the U.S. Not Paw Patrol shit, but just so many shows and entire networks just dedicated to fucking running PR.
Yeah. No, I mean, you can literally just find just full, like, 2-hour-long conventions where they have a keynote speaker talking about the warrior method and thousands of cops in the audience just, like, listening as, yeah, they say, like, when you move in on your prey, you are the predator. Like, predators survive.
Kill
Prey
them.
dies.
You'll get a boner.
You must be the predator here. And let me tell you, like, when you do, you'll go home and have the best sex of your life. Like, just, like, damn, man, this is some shit. What a group chat we've got going here. Any other topics we want to touch on? The minimum wage is probably not going to get passed with this bill because Joe Manchin is like, oh, no, I agree. The minimum wage should be increased, but not part of COVID relief. Like, that's a different thing. You don't understand.
No, I don't understand, Joe Manchin.
Well, you see, Lucas, I'm a Republican, and I decided to run as a Democrat because I could win.
Cinema too. I swear to God. I loved all the people going back to their old tweets when she won the election, and they were all like, "Whoa, never thought I'd see the day because Democrat, Arizona," and then just like now here they are, just like I kind of want to take this back. Like this isn't as cool as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's just like I will never get over this, and then like commenting on it from like 13 months later. I'm over it.
Yeah.
All right.
So could have won by a bigger majority, and none of this would have happened.
Fuck. All right, we're spiraling. We gotta do a clap sync and move on to the wind down. Showing 37, 8, 9, even 1, 2.
Yeah, we're good, Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
said yes.
I didn't hear you guys. I'm sorry.
And he still was counting to this day. What would have happened if we would have just like kept letting you go?
Oh yeah, like just never said anything.
Yeah, you just get into a trance, and like next thing you know, it's like hours later.
No, I would have done that.
Lucas, you're still here.
I would have done that until I died. You guys would have been charged for my murder. Every day when I do the countdown for the clap sync, I'm putting my life in your hands.
Yeah. This horrifying transcript would have been used as court evidence of you just counting into the millions as you
So you can see
away.
here on week 3, you still haven't told him to go eat.
We're not saying you should be charged with murder. We are saying that you hold responsibility and belong in prison.
I don't want you on the streets. Can I prove that you committed a crime that is in our books? No, but I will not rest easy knowing you are a free man.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I believe the part of the transcript that focuses on the, quote, Lola Bunny titties is enough of a description of the defendant's character to settle this case.
Your Honor, if you're looking for motive, I'll refer you to the Bravely Default 2 section, where these men consistently belittle Lucas DeRuyter's position on a popular video game. These are clearly men that show no remorse and need to be removed from society. Also, let it be known for the record that Bravely Default 2 is a masterpiece, and anyone who cannot recognize that needs to be locked away.
Your Honor, I would like to bring your attention to the lines committed by quote-unquote victim Lucas DeRuyter in his comments made about both the Irish and the Australians after his comments made about women. And I must ask you, Your Honor, is this a man we should even mourn?
Your Honor, I agree. Did they kill this man? Yes. Can we say he is a man? Some would call him a monster. The worst defense attorney of all time. Jury, have you ever heard of jury nullification? It's when you believe that the crime was committed, but that the perpetrator should not be punished. Like, you have that power. You can do that.
What?
That's real, everyone. Look it up. And then mention it every time you get selected for jury duty, and watch your ass get dismissed every single time. Jury nullification is fucking real. You can just choose not to punish people, even if you think they're guilty, and that's allowed. But don't you dare bring it up if you want to be on a jury, because that shit won't fly.
Learn about this rare trick that prosecutors hate.
Yeah. And judges. And everyone in the criminal justice system.
Your Honor, he's just a cool dude. Like, nullified.
Yeah. Like, the OJ verdict was awful because OJ Simpson absolutely killed those people. But, like, even if the jurors would have, said, like, guilty, they could have been like, yeah, but, like, we like OJ, so.
I got him on my
cool.
fantasy team. I really need him back out there.
Okay. OJ was retired.
I don't know the timeline.
Fair enough. He was long retired. He was not. That didn't play a factor. But almost made it worse.
Thank you all so much for listening to episode 134 of the Voluntary Viewing Podcast. If you like what you heard, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Send us your questions and business opportunities at voluntaryviewing@gmail.com. Be sure to check out our Patreon, where we got a bunch of great tiers where, if I wasn't losing money by subscribing to our Patreon, I'd do it. I'd be at the $10 tier, but, that money just comes to us anyway, so I'm losing money with every transaction there. Thank you, though, to Tiffany Cole, Sensual Richard Nixon, and Sucky Badger for their support. Also, be sure to check us out on Instagram, where Andrew is uploading just wicked cool highlight clips from this and the Quarantine Cast. That's also going to be on YouTube, where you're possibly listening to this. Also, be sure to check the link in the description for Act Blue. Make a donation there. Help a collection of great progressive causes. Also, be sure to check me out on Twitter at LucasDrider for all of my writing, including the piece I am really proud of that I wrote last week for Anime Feminist, focusing on Chainsaw Man. Was that all of them? I think I shouted out all of them. Oh, follow us on Twitter. We have our Twitter back. Holy shit, guys. We got our Twitter back.
What happened? How'd that go down?
After 3 weeks of not doing anything about it, I finally filed another secure account access, and Twitter finally texted me, the login random characters. So we're back in. Have that synced with our voluntary viewing Gmail now, so shouldn't be an issue again. Follow us on Twitter at V2_podcast. Yeah.
Can we link the Instagram? Is that a thing on Twitter?
Wait, what?
Am I an old man? Can you link the Instagram to the Twitter, so when we have a new Insta post, it posts to Twitter? I don't know.
I would assume so.
Yeah?
You can do it with YouTube, so I guess, you could just do the highlights on YouTube anyway. No. This is all part of the podcast. We don't know how to do social media. I minored in it, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, God. Andrew's doing the under the glasses eye rub to that.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, boy.
Andrew invoking my grandmother. Here. Fucking...
This is the I don't know how to keep going anymore.
The double face palm underneath the glasses. Yes, very much a go-to of my grandmother.
I don't think we know how to keep going anymore either, which is why we're stopping now. Thank you all for listening. Check out the Quarantine Cast tomorrow. Goodbye, and good luck out there.